Ling, Agent Ling, count off. 1. Nice. They're all number 1. Shifu, 99 callouts, so all 99 members are likely here on the count, of course. Hey, you. Yeah, you. The second number 1 from my right. Yes, sir. Here, a birthday present for you. He remembered. Shifu, wait. Started the timer. What a kind heart you have, Shifu. You are more of a man than I'll ever be. I'm really sorry, but it's not my birthday. Wrong dude. Ling Zi says that a cop who disrespects others soon feels the disciplinary bite of an elder. I think he might be older. I think this little cop might be older. How old is he? No. He's 27. How old is the detective? I don't know. Tell him I said hi and happy birthday, won't you? Yes, sir. I can't believe you remember that much about each of us. Shifu. I'm so moved I can't stop crying. I don't see any tears, bro. I don't see any tears. I should probably leave them to their alone time. Alright, meeting's over. Everyone, head for your posts. Dismissed. So, yo, were you guys there the whole time? I got a call from Sheena, and she's already filled me in. Sounds like you're out to get in my way again. I have absolutely no intention of interrupting your investigation. I simply request that you grant me permission to investigate all Alabasian embassy. And what if I say no? You're not allowed to say no, right? Sounds kind of loud. This man in my subordinate. As I have received permission from the ambassador. Wait, am I even streaming? He is to be extended the same rights. Sorry, sis, but it's not that simple. Alabas has the strictest immigration regulations in the world, don't you know? Even among my elite men, only about half of them are admitted into the country. Besides, any more cooks in the kitchen and we might spoil the soup, if you get what I mean. How dare you make such assumptions? Don't take this the wrong way, but I thought I was in charge of Alabast. Was wrong, Karma? Look, try to understand, okay? Things over in Alabasta are a bit of a mess right now. What's going on? We had an incident in Alabasta as well. This is what we call a decision based on investigation, Mr. Prosecutor. Look, Wolfie, just let us in already. What's going on, man? Is there a problem, Agent Ling? Hey, yo! I remember this guy. Yeah, he's the final villain. So, well, there goes the story. Spoiled myself. I ask that you please allow these people to join the investigation. Having debate because of my country. I'm terribly sorry for placing you, good people, in that kind of a situation. It is all because I lack the strength to govern well. Please, it is nothing of the sort, Ambassador. You weakling Kirkus, curse your frailty and inability to effect change in your country. What are you? The thing is, investigations conducted in my country have been under Agent Ling. Yeah, he's the final culprit of episode 5. I remember. And it is my judgment that in order to minimize the rush in the investigation, I should leave everything up to Agent Ling. Alright, villain. There, you see? Quercus Alba, Ambassador of Alabast, also retired army man, may explain why he's overly harsh on himself. There, you see? Oh, no way. Yes way. Ambassador Alba, I ask you to please consider letting them into Alabast. What's that? My very own secretary has been murdered in the Bally's embassy, and he was apparently caught up in some very shady dealings completely unbeknownst to me, so I asked for your cooperation and investigation. These aren't much, but I hope they can cover your travel expense to Babel someday. Alright, I get it. Even if you beg Ambassador Alba, I have to give the final okay anyway. Alright, you hear that, Mr. Edgeworth? We're in. Not so fast, little cowgirl. You're still a witness in the Babel murder. So I'd like you to please stay in the Republic of Babel. Detective Gumshoe, please take a good care of Kay for me. Yes, sir. Sounds good to me. The fewer troublemakers, the better. Rasp. Take off those sunglasses. They don't look good. Hey, Mr. Edgeworth. Yes? So I wanted to ask for a while now, but that lady over there, is she who I think she is? Yeah? That lady? That's right. I didn't introduce the two of you yet. Franziska von Karma, prosecutorial prodigy. It's nice to see you again. Oh, I knew it. You're the whip lady. They don't like each other. You may address me as Ms. von Karma. Ms. von Karma, I leave the investigation of Alabast in your hands. Thanks. Rest assured, I will outsmart both the smuggling ring and the Yatagarasu. The smuggling ring, huh? Perhaps I should ask Franziska a bit more about before I head into Alabast. I mustn't forget to thank Ambassador Palano for all that he has done for me. These names are fucking long. Alright. Palano. Ambassador Palano, I'm in your debt. No, it's nothing. It's about all I can do for you, I'm afraid. I only ask that you please bring Manny's killer to justice. I will, Ambassador. On my honor. Wow, you're so sensational. You really piqued my curiosity. I know they aren't much, but I know that I'm giving them to you wholeheartedly. Another one? No, that's quite alright. Well, how about this then? Ink. It's a fountain pen ink. Babel is ink. It's made exclusively in Babel. So this is Babelese ink. We make it from white with crystal oil, which is mined through our mineral mines. Please accept this ink. One dip of your fountain pen in this, you can write for hours in your organizer. How fortunate for me. The ink in my pen just happened to have run out. I gladly accept your gracious gift. Great, wonderful. I guarantee to you that writing with our ink is an unforgettable experience. It's sweet. Don't export it. If you run out, you're always welcome to come and visit our fair nation. Talk about cornering the customer along with the market. What am I doing here? There's no room for further failure in my perfect investigation. Yeah, you're welcome. In spite of that, I believe you're able to obtain some insight into the ring, correct? It was nothing. I simply made some deductions based on the smuggled item I was following. Yeah, you're welcome. You mean the Babelese ink. But why are there restrictions on export? That's classified Interpol information. Franziska, as your subnet, I'm part of your investigation now. Don't you think it would be beneficial if I was well informed as you? Point taken, I'll fill you in. Recently, we discovered some very well-made counterfeit bills circulating in Zhangfa. Counterfeit bills. Yes, as you may have deduced, the counterfeits are being made with special Babelese ink. It is virtually impossible to distinguish bills made with a Babelese ink from real ones. Thus, it was only natural for Interpol to keep an eye out on the Republic of Babel. So that's where this document comes into play. Correct. Mr. Koshin was smuggling large amounts of Babylon's ink. Furthermore, he was charged with running the embassy's printing equipment. That's all the evidence I need to know that he was the head of the smuggling ring. However, there remains one tiny problem. Let me guess, you still have yet to find the counterfeit bills or the smuggled ink? Yes, and while we're listening to things, I might as well add the counterfeit plates to the pile. Since we haven't been able to locate any of these items in the Babylon's embassy, we're looking into the Alabastion embassy next. It doesn't matter where they're hidden, mark the words, I will find them. Made with Babylonese ink, they are in circulation in Zhengfa. Hard to tell they're fake. Shall we get going? Hold it. So we're going to go gather whatever info we can over on the Beverly side, okay? Alright, I'm counting on you too. Alright, counting on you and Miss Von Karma to sniff out clues and notebooks. Alabas. Oh, and Mr. Ashworth, if you happen to come across my phony, you let me know, okay? If you tell me, I'll rush over straight away no matter where you are. Oh shit. Handles. Who's this? Is this a robot? Who is this? Is it Wendy? Is it Wendy? I bet it's Wendy. Nope, nope. Hey, Larry. Hey, yo, what's up? I'm in a really big pickle, your lordship. Hold up. You're the one who gave me this? You're the one who gave me this? To Mr. Edgeworth. The raven, it appeared, poof, and then disappeared, swoosh. And though I am the steel samurai, my sword, wow, I'm confused. I don't know what anything means anymore. Who is this fruitcake? You don't know him? You've never met him? I'm Larry, of the House of Butts. Married man of Neo Old Tokyo, my lady. Now I remember, this person, one of your friends, isn't he? He's not my friend. He ain't my friend. What's up with that answer? Your best spot is in the bind, and you act like it's no big deal. What sort of bind are we talking about here? The suspect kind. I accidentally became a suspect in the murder. Ah. Oh, jeez. I see. That is quite the bind. Not that we're in the least bit surprised. Yes, I pretty much expected this news. From the instant I saw this unlucky face. His name is Larry Butts. I've known him since grade school, and for as long as I've known him, he has been the world's largest source of trouble with a capital T. Hey, what kind of introduction is that? You're so mean, Edgy. If you're not careful, you might find your tiny number of friends go down by one. That was uncalled for. Besides, you're... Wait, hold on. Larry, it was you? You're the one who wrote my Steel Samurai autograph? Yes. You didn't notice earlier? I even winked at you through my headpiece. What's going on? And why are you beet red? Sorry, but could you not speak to me right now? What? What's wrong with it? Sorry, am I interrupting your comical yet melodramatic play? No, join in. He's part of our dramatic play, whatever. Aha, so does the incident you mentioned earlier. Mr. Prosecutor, this childhood friend of yours, is our prime suspect. How do you always get my friends? Of what, you'd ask? He always gets the wrong dude. Like how? Can't you get one right? Of the murder of a man who has snuck into his embassy. Masked the mask too. Oh, him. With the fucking green suit, right? And white collar, brown hair. Masked him in the mask too. Only Larry could get himself into yet another mess as fine as this. No matter what the facts seem to say, Larry is not the type to commit murder. Still, it's a rather daunting stroke of misfortune I've struck. I have to prove Larry Butts is innocent of all wrongdoing. Let me investigate. The victim? I'll take that report now. So 2 crimes. 2 people dead at once. Agent Ling, would you mind if I take a peek at it as well? What did I tell you earlier, Master Peter? Don't get in my way. There's only enough flesh here to feed one wolf, and that one is me. Would it help if I did some work too? So no, you may not take a peek. Sup, Detective Bad? Agent Lang, will you allow an investigator such as myself to take a look? Yes, of course. You, let the detective see this file. He's okay with the detective. You're Detective Bad. You're Prosecutor Mr. Edgeworth, yes. Yes, that happens to be me. Fancy meeting you here, Detective. It's been, 7 years? You weren't expecting me. Ever since that day 7 years ago, I've chased after Yatakarasu non-stop. I even pressured Interpol into keeping me in the loop, in case a card was ever found. What incredible dedication. Detective Bad knows the Yatakara's MO very well. What is MO? And his passion for the chase hasn't died down in these 7 long years. It's something I can respect. But Detective Bad, I must ask, are you going to make an ally out of this prosecutor? We're friends, we're best buddies. My only goal is to arrest the Yatakarasu. If we can get to the bottom of this case, then I'm willing to share information with them. I'm your dad, Detective Bad. About the murder of the Mask 2, would you be willing to fill me in on a few of the details? When the Yatakarasu showed up, Agent Lang and I took ourselves off guard duty and put ourselves in charge of directing things at this crime scene. Taking advantage of the chaos, the Mask 2, he broke into this embassy. Probably to steal some treasure or another. And I suppose he lost his life when he forced to fight someone else in this room. Why exactly was a man placed under arrest, Detective? That samurai? He was born looking suspicious, but not for the reason you suspect, I assure you. As you can plainly see, he is completely harmless. Well, it was just a random guess. It's not like he's actually under arrest. Tonight, here, at the Alabastan Embassy, Ambassador Alba was to give a commemorative speech. And that's when the Yatakarasu showed. But keep in mind, the Yatakarasu isn't who I'm talking about right now. Those seats for the guests who had been called to sit in them were empty. A no-show? Who was it that failed to take their seat? The Steel Samurai. Until the speech was to begin, each member of the entire Steel Samurai family was to wait in a separate room. However, for some weird reason, that man was spotted in a different location than his assigned room at the time. And where was he? He was on the roof with one of his legs down a chimney. Ah, Larry. That chimney leads directly to this room. Larry, you really outdone yourself this time. What were you thinking? That's just what he does. It's just what he does. In any case, I believe it's high time for me to start my investigation. Alright. So this is the victim, the Mask 2. What is with his gaudy outfit? You don't know about Mask the Mask? A few months ago, this thief caused a lot of havoc on Populous. So the slave is separate from the Yatakarasu? I thought they were for a while because their MO and targets were different. What is MO? The Mask likes high-value trinkets and jewels, and being gaudy is his signature. Gumshoe was in charge of the investigation, so he'd know more about the Mask. That's alright, I'd probably hear All I probably hear are tales of his failure anyway. We haven't changed a bit, I see. In any case, let's get started here, shall we? All resident inspect every suspicious looking crime. You know what I'm talking about. It's the fucking sword. There's not a single shred of fashion sense. The streets are practically flooded with them. Turns out the mask is a lot more popular than I thought it would be. Can't believe what foolish fool would dress in fool's clothing to act foolishly. We got your point about the three foolishness back. I thought the mask had quit his business? This guy, he's just a copycat using a name, a phony successor. He's another petty thief. His real identity is out-of-work guy by the name of Kashino. 29 and wanted on larceny charges. From his clothes and what he was carrying, we determined that this guy is the real Damask too. The cause of death appears to be loss of blood from the back of his head. It seems that he was struck with something very hard. In other words, he was bludgeoned to death. What is that? Piece of paper from a notepad. Direction how to reach this room was written by hand. There's something written in the back as well. I'd like you to steal the Primiduc statue in his throne. What is that supposed to mean? If I had to guess from the text, it would say that this is actually a request from someone about what to steal. Okay, let me see his face. How does he look like? That's you, bro? Opportunities unrelated to the first Damask. Found in Alabasta, real name Kashino. Damn, bro, go on a diet. How'd you fit this mask on your head? He's circular. I suppose this was wrapped, or the wrapping closed the mask used to carry his stolen goods, but there's nothing wrapped in now, but I guess he never did manage to get his hands on whatever he was about to steal. We done here? I already checked this area. Alright, so we're done. So. They're even using National Treasure as backdrop. I just don't understand. What exactly is so great about Top Light there? Clearly, there is a depth to the show that a young person like he can't fathom. Speaking of young people, aren't young children the target audience of a show of costume backgrounds? I think there's probably more to that photo, but I'll look later. Butterfly and flower, they're both lovely things. What? I just put the Primiduc statue. There's one of these bubbly side as well. I hear it's very valuable, made of pure gold. There's a national treasure of Philopia. There's only one of these statues, meaning that one of the two is a replica. But both Alabasta and Babel claim to have the real thing and won't budge from their claim. What an incredibly childish fight to have. What is this? There was almost the exact same wall mount for the knives of Babel's side. I can't see any of the details from this distance. Okay. There's more. Flower? Flower. I won't rest until I've inspected every nook and cranny. Should I do this? Okay, we'll inspect later. Some weapons displayed in the wall, crossbow at that. Set of knives as the counterparts. would have been missing its blade. They fit. It would appear that they fit quite well, although seamlessly. And this means that the alabaster knife did find its way onto the wall. But how? Why is there a weapon display in a place like this? I wonder why there are no whips. It's the steel samurai primary weapon. Da 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 da. Tell you what, I'll tell the studio to make you one. I don't want one. Inspect me very suspicious looking guy. What you mean? I'm done. Steel Samurai. Are you calling yourself Waterstone now? That's Dunim. Loris Dunim. Dukesnim? Dunim. Get that straight in your head, Edgy. Ow. Now I remember. You're the rude, pale imitation of a real artist. No. You got it all wrong. I gave up in that whole Loris business. Besides, when Benjolina left me and my heart in pieces, that's when Mindy walked into my life. What the fuck is Mindy? She's been so good to me that I wanted to help her in some way. And I figured I could get through this new samurai outfit. Your inane blathering makes less and less sense each time we meet. I believe he's saying that he picked up this part-time job as Steel Samurai so that he may attempt to capture the heart of the actress who plays Pink Princess. Got it. I knew you'd know what I meant, Edgy. Not really. It's not so much I understood, but a simple deduction based on your usual modus operandi, Larry. Time out of murder. I'd like to confess right now to everything you did tonight. Confess? Hey. Nonsense. I don't believe you. I don't believe you have the mental acuity needed to plan and execute a murder. However, we are talking about you here, so I find it hard to believe nothing happened. For the past experience has taught me that you are always at the center of some insane event. Edgy, how can you be so mean? Stepping with your words like that. Unfortunately, I don't have time to search out a key to unlock your heart this time. Santa Claus. I wanted to do that thing that he does. Okay, this guy's retarded. So when I got there, there was smoke pouring out of the chimney, and you went in like a fucking idiot. And when I couldn't go down the chimney with smoke coming up, so I gave up. This fucking idiot. Larry, you do realize that Santa Claus does not exist, right? Of course I know. I did graduate from junior high, you know? And you should also understand this. If Santa Claus was real, he would be the biggest unlawful trespasser in history. Ah, crude. It is your attempt to imitate Santa that has landed you as a prime suspect in this murder. Come on, man. What's wrong with pretending to be Santa? Let's start with the fact that it will be the ideas of March in matter of hours. Santa only visits home December 24th. That's in December. You nitwit. No. Hey, wait a second. We're not in court. The murder weapon? What'd you do? About that samurai sword that was used as a murder weapon? Oh, that. Well, I shook hands with the ambassador in this room, you know? Yes, apparently you did. Well, I totally forgot about it and left it behind when I left afterwards. I want to talk about shock. I was almost shocked of all when I heard I killed someone. Damn, bro. You forgot to take something that big with you. Who believes it? Sorry, Ms. Karma, but I believe him. Because if anyone could forget something like that, it would be Larry. Edgy, you believe me. I just knew our friendship was something special. Alright, I don't want to talk to him. Same grand clock. What you whipping me for? Let me see the fucking clock. Am I done with him? Or I'm done with him. Two large flowers in bloom. The vines are supported by stakes and are still growing. It's a desk. It's a chair. Can we make some logic? Nope. Yes. Conduct statue. It's a statue of the founder of Codopia. Primidux. Yeah, sure. That's it. That's exactly right. Even we're not allowed to touch it. Without the ambassador's permission anyway. If we lay a single finger on it, bam, instant jail time. Understood. So is that presence of a natural trick that a single touch can lead to arrest. And yet, I sense that there is something off about the statue. What is the source of unease I feel? Steel samurai, what exactly is the hideous? Not that I blame her. She was shot during the course of the trial. I fear she may be suffering great trauma over the shooting. Anyway, that aside. This statue. There was one of these Babylonian side as well. I hear it's very valuable and made of pure gold. It was the national treasure of Codopia. There was only one of these statues, meaning one of the two is a replica. But both Alabasta and Babel claim to have the real thing and won't budge from their claim. What an incredibly childish fight to have. This is connected to any of the evidence I hold. Both countries claim to own the real one, national treasure, only ambassador and secretariat can touch. Okay. Hold on. Why is it faced this way? Look at this photo and tell me what you find out about the scene in Phone Karma. Apparently, enjoying the ambassador's face as he shakes the top knot's hand. That's not it. I was trying to point out that the statue in this photo is facing a different way. You're right. The statue is a national treasure. As such, only ambassador or secretarial level person is allowed to handle it. The fact that the statue is facing one way in this photo, and now it's facing a different direction in this preserved crime scene, is proof that someone touched the statue around the time of the crime. Alright, am I done with this? Alright, I am done with it. How about you? Whoa, something missing here. Something is missing here. The knife display is identical. I believe Ambassador Paleno said that both Alabast and Babel have a set of 3 knives each. Would appear that way. Also, knives here all have flowers on their handles. The 2 countries embellish their knives with their own national symbol. And just like the Akatsuki, they're exquisitely made. This level of craftsmanship makes these knives worthy of being owned by me. I believe you already have all the dangerous toys you will ever need. Wait a minute. And what is this?
Eureka!
Alright. Hold on, was this supposed to be the thing I was shown? I have handle with butterfly on it. I wonder where the blade should be attached to is. Swap with a real murder weapon handle. Blade has yet to be found. Isn't it this? Japanese knife handle. Wait, so those are all one. This one has the flowers, right? Well, what about it? Should we just give it this, just in case? The spear is quite a symbol of valor. However, I just fucking missed it. What did it say? Are you supposed to use my thrusting part? I'm not entirely convinced you're up to the task. What's wrong, Edgy? Oh, I get it. I'll tell you what, I'll try to steal you to make it. Maybe I can shut him up. That'll point. Maybe I can shut him up if I show him a piece of evidence. That will point something out about this sphere. Hey, shut up. I wasn't talking to you. I wasn't fucking talking to you. I wanted to deduce. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Doesn't it look familiar? It looks familiar, right? It looks kind of familiar. Should I? Fuck it. It looks familiar. Alright, never mind. Alright, what about you? It's probably the spear. Anything in the spear? Nope. Try magic. Nope. There's a knife up there. Into every nook and cranny. The statue wasn't such an affinity for this kind of face. The statue wasn't made by an American, you know? At least I don't suppose so. Anything on the screen? Two large flowers in bloom, vines are supported by stakes. Oh no. Made with Babylonis ink, they are in circulation in Zhengfa. It's hard to tell they're fake. Fifth floor, ambassador's office. Everything's smoking with Babylon. What about it? Although, it's just as Larry says, the spear is quite the symbol of valor. However, seeking the spears, aren't you supposed to use them by thrusting the point straight into your opponent? I'm not entirely convinced the spear is up to the task. Alright, so there's something with this, right? Can you take it out? Oh, man. Is there blood on it? Yeah, you're supposed to thrust it, right? Is there anything we missed? It's the spear. We're looking for something pointy. I'm guessing. Let's try it. Did we already try it? Alright, man. Looking for something pointy. It ain't that. I already tried it. The Kingdom of Alabast still produces the very luxurious Cadopian paper, which is renowned for its extreme quality. Republic of Babel. Alabast and Babel. I love Babel. Both countries have a Primiduc statue, which are a national treasure of each country. They also possess sets of 3 finely crafted knives, which is not for coupons. That's it.
Eureka!
Larry, about the spear. That's what I've been saying, man. I've been pointing to the spear. Although there was something strange about this spear. Tell me, Larry, is it just me, or is the spear a little bent? What? No way, it is exactly how it should be. I have here the autograph you wrote for me earlier. Take a good look at which you drew with your own hands. You can see that the sphere is clearly of a different shape. What do you have to say to that? I'm sorry. When I hold the spear in my hands, all of a sudden I feel super powerful. And then during practice, I was spinning it around and around, and bam, it hit a wall. You little... This is an embassy. But I've always been like that ever since I was a kid. One time, on an overnight field trip, I bought a fake sword and played with it. I'm just a useless, hot-blooded man. Larry, clarify that for me, will you? Okay, so it was some field trip, and it being to Shadow Figure. Not that. I mean what you said earlier, about swinging the spear and hit a wall. Oh, no biggie. It's not like I left a hole or anything. That's not what I am asking, Larry. The samurai spear is made of metal. I somehow doubt that a move as simple as spinning it around would cause it to bend. Manager, you're so naive. What? Where did that come from? Well, you keep calling it a samurai spear, but it's not real. You can't really fight someone with it. Because it's hollow on the inside. You could hit it against practically anything and it would bend. Is that so? Don't tell me you thought it was real. Oh, but don't take it the wrong way. I just think that part of your personality is this guy. I see. Your friendship is truly something special. She's insulting me. It's utter humiliation. Weapon that seasons age, Larry hit it against the wall and it bent. It's hollow. Pink Princess, how you feeling? You still feeling ill? And yet another strange character comes out of the woodwork. Who is she? The Alabastian embassy a visit. I believe I may need to speak with her as well. Alright, who are you? Larry had a crush on her, right? I fucking knew it was gonna be me. Old bag. God damn it, she's so fucking annoying. How could this happen 2 days in a row? What? Are you Miss Oldbeck? Yeah, you two get along. Why are you surprised? Ah, so you're the one that got to play the Seal Samurai. It's too bad I didn't realize that until now. Your acquaintance with Larry? Why, yes, we worked at the same company for a while, you know. That's why it's okay, my Ajipu. You don't need to be jealous. I was in the next room, you know, trying to get in some beauty sleep. But it was so noisy here that I couldn't believe. Like, she just doesn't lie. She tries to hide it, right? Like, at least Larry told us that he was trying to be Santa Claus. She tries to hide it. She always tries to hide something. So imagine my shock when I saw my precious Ajipu waiting for me. Who could have imagined that you never would ever come to a show like this? I guess I misjudged you, Ejiku. You misjudged him. I thought you were trying to avoid me, you know. That was no misjudgment. That's precisely what I was trying to do. But it looks like the winds have shifted and he's now willing to be chased after. I'm simply overwhelmed. Don't you worry, Ejiku. I chase you forever, to the ends of the earth. Isn't that just peachy? It's one of those rare talking to this guy and I actually see eye to eye. Alright. What are you gonna lie about? I thought you were working at Gatewater as the Pink Badger. What are you talking about? That was ages ago. That was yesterday. Look, I worked at Google Studio before, a long time ago, right? Well, they called me up this morning, kind of out of the blue, actually. They called you. Apparently, the girl who plays Pink Princess collapsed from a bad pool. It happened so suddenly, so they called me in the last-minute replacement. Do they not have enough people on staff at the studio? I really can say no, so here I am, playing the role of heroine. Instead of that Mindy girl. Who's Mindy? But poor girl, I feel bad for her. Who's Mindy? Who's Mindy? I guess we don't know. Because they let me stand in for her, she's going to have a terrible time. You're a rather lively old lady. So basically, you received a stand-in request this morning, correct? Got it. If you need to see it, I got it right here. Look. I tell you, my fine acting moved the entire audience to tears. Yes, tears of laughter, as I recall. But being famous has its problems too. Look at this. This is a letter from a stalker. Wendy, I'll be descending on you from above tonight. Your love, Net? Oh, that's an I. Night. Honestly, you really have to watch for these kind of things. Look at what it says. Wendy, I'll be descending on you from above. How absolutely revolting. I mean, you think you'd get my name right. There's no accent in my name. This horrible handwriting, where have I seen this before? But now that you're here, Ejibu, I feel 100% safe. Where do I find it? Hold up. Is it the same handwriting? Look at the F. Let me see the letter. I don't know. Well, if you allow me the liberty to handle this my own way, I'll gladly dispatch a detective to your house later. Come on, Ejiku, stop being so dismissive and hard to get. Alright, let's see. Time of the murder. Crime? Why? After my show was over, I had nothing but free time on my hands, so I had to use the fireplace in the next room to keep my hip warm. Well, murder occurred in the room right next to yours. Is that right, Ejipu? I'm so scared. Oh, curse me. If you can please not cling on to my personage. In any case, I take back that you failed to show up at the Ambassador Alba's speech. No, I didn't go. I mean, I may have a heart of a young, tender maiden, but my body just refuses to cooperate at times, so... As soon as the show ended, my hips started acting up and got stiff. I couldn't move at all. Can you provide proof of your condition? Just go ahead and ask the doctors in the infirmary. They're the ones who carried me from the theater all the way to this embassy. I have to admit, the thought of her not being able to leave the room is rather pleasant. Shiba Inu. Prosecutor Von Karma, I brought the police dog as requested. Good work. You may leave now. This dog. Hold up. Let me just read the handwriting. Look at the F. Is there an F? No. Look at the E. Right? Look at the I. The I looks like an E. Yep, that's him. That's him. How about... How about the S? Who writes the S like that? S. Yep, that's him. This dog. I request the assistance of a dog in our search for Yatakarasu. Looks like you guys have some pretty bright dogs in this country too. Hey, you're a real cutie, aren't you? He's you. Canines. That's a good boy. That's the police dog Gumshoe's been taken care of. I think his name is Missile. Missile, bro. It's Missile, right. What a fitting name for a police dog that dashes out in front and attacks. Now, Missile, I want you to find some clues. Go. The fuck? What the fuck is that? What did I just see? What is this? Looks like a small hot dog, but wait, Francesca, isn't that an official samurai dog? He wants to eat it? Ah, no, bad Missile. He ate it. I wonder if it's right for him to eat that. It's just meat substance snack featuring steel samurai, so I'm sure he'll be fine. There's quite a bit of information we gathered there in a single quick glance. We should really be focused on why there was a samurai dog in there in the first place. Looks like that snack wasn't all Missile found. What do we have here? It appears to be a lady's undershirt. Wonder if Ambassador Alba might have an interest in cross-dressing. Somehow doubt it. Doesn't look like that shirt would even fit him. A samurai dog and a lady's undershirt. Where are these two items to in a room like this? Given the circumstances, a lady's undershirt could only belong to one person. I suppose I should get over with and ask the owner of the undershirt. Found in office fireplace, one person who would own such a shirt. You. Could you please take a look at this brown colored undershirt? Ejipo, what is the— oh my god, dude. Why did you steal this stupid in the bag? All you have to do was ask. I'd gladly give you a— I don't want it, man. Thanks, but no thanks. This shirt was found here at the crime scene. What? Come on now, why don't you just confess? Explain what's doing here. I know nothing. What? She always fucking lies and hides something. But I can't really help the fact that I have to, you know. Wearing that pink princess costume was like being in a sauna. On top of that, I get fingered as a suspect? You're too cruel. Are you claiming that you've never once set a foot inside this room? Of course I am. If I had been the one to find the body, and now we have to cross-examine her. I tell you, I don't care. Somehow the entry managed to move. Hold up. She really was drying her shirt by the fireplace on a break. She really was drying her shirt by the fireplace on her break. I assume the samurai dog was also yours. Brilliant mind of yours. You really can see through everything about me. Alright, what were you doing? Samurai dog was yours, wasn't it? Of course, I'm forever yours. If you could stick to what I asked you. Eiji, are you and Miss Obeck? No. You really don't change, do you? When will you learn how to take a joke? Anyways, that samurai dog wasn't mine. Those things are present from the studio at the embassy. A present? The studio bigwigs basically told us to play delivery boys. We were supposed to hand the dogs off at the embassy people and tell them hi. I had to pile them all into the push cart just to move them all. Those studio guys should have delivered those things by themselves, right, Eiji? So, did you deliver the samurai dogs to the embassy staff, as per their instructions? Don't just ignore my question. Are you going to stick up for me? About that. See, after the show, I went to arrest a spell in the dressing room because I'm a bad hip, you know, and there were samurai dogs sitting on the dressing room floor. I suppose you have to make preparations for distributing them after the show. Oh, if by preparation you mean sampling them as well. Excuse me? Oh, I tried one and thought they were actually quite good. Sorry, but I had to find out. I know it's silly of me to think this, but I figured that since they're a kids show, their taste probably used for kids too. But they were so good I couldn't stop. Before I went back to my room, I just had to help myself to half a dozen or so boxes. Damn! As I sat there by the roaring fire, warming them and eating them, I thought, this is... What is it now? Oh, I know. I bet you want a box too, don't you, my Ejiku? Well, who says I am now to you? But I'll only give you one. The rest are all for me. Ticket ate a few from the dressing room. Looks like the lesson for today is that when Steel Samurai and the Pink Princess take off their masks, they transform into a pair of annoying troublemakers. Right, what now? Oh. Hugh was a much bigger help than I thought he would be. Yes. Alright, what now? Logic? At the time of the crime, Miss Oldbag was warming her hip. Which one? They both make sense. The smoke was and down, used fireplace. Okay, which one? They both make sense, right? Undershirt from next door. Alright, let's just connect these two. There's no trace of this room's fireplace being used. And your point is, the smoke was supposed to be pouring out of the chimney connected to this fireplace. At least according to Larry. This is a contradiction of facts, is it not? Are you sure it wasn't disoriented or something? There is testimony from an investigator that puts Larry at a particular chimney, so no, I don't think it was a mistaken impression on Larry's part. On the other hand, the fireplace in the next room was being used at the time. Where do you suppose the smoke from the fireplace went? I see. The smoke that came out of the chimney was actually from Ms. Oldbag's fire. So basically, the fireplaces of neighboring rooms share one chimney. Is that what you're implying? Precisely. Probably through the shared chimney. I don't know how it got there, but the lady's undershirt that Missile found. Ah. Why are you getting all excited over holding on to a lady's undergarment? I'm not excited! Give it to Larry, you uncalced slug. If you know the owner of said undershirt, then hurry up and return it to her. You have it wrong, this is evidence. And the owner of this piece of evidence was in the room next door. And yet, despite that, Missile found it in the fireplace of this room. This lady's undershirt. Are you seriously claiming that it somehow passes through a solid brick wall? Not quite. The fireplace in this room is connected to a chimney. And the other fireplace in the other room is also connected to the same chimney, leading us to the possibility that the two fireplaces are connected to each other. Perhaps a closer look at the back of the fireplace is in order. There is an X. Let's see if I can get a better look at it. What in the... It spins around. The wall separating this... Oh, let me look at the map. So... we are here, right? One of these places? We're somewhere in here. But the chimney's over here. So what's going on? Apparently turns. As I suspected, this fireplace does indeed connect this room to the neighboring room. The neighboring room. It appears to be nothing particular about the next room. But the fact that there is nothing special about the next room isn't what is more important. It's the fact that there's a secret passage through this room's fireplace. We now know that the fireplace connects two rooms, but how exactly is that significant? You're gonna suddenly name the old lady as the Mask 2's killer. No, she couldn't move at all because of her hip, so she could not have been the one. Unfortunately, I believe that this fireplace has nothing whatsoever to do with the Mask 2's murder. Sweet. It would appear that the answer has made itself known. You're making quite confident face there, Mr. Prosecutor. Bring it on. I'm ready to counter any argument you may have. Very well then, if you are prepared, I'll show you exactly where my deductions have led me. Good. Counting on you, Edgy. Yeah. I know that there's still something you're keeping from the resident. They always hide shit. What's wrong with you? Why is it you won't believe me no matter what I say? Curse you, I could just hurry up and die already if that's how it's gonna be. I'll confess to every murder in the whole world and then kill myself. I only ask that you do not lie to me. If you cause an innocent person to be judged unfairly because of some insipid lie, I will never forgive you. You gotta tell me everything, man. Allow me to say that I consider you to be among the innocent in this case. That I will draw the real killer out. You can trust me on this. Alright. I have every intention to, for I'm not about to let us waste time on such trifling matter. After I left the show, I left the pushcart in the rose garden and came into the embassy.
Hold it!
Then they kept a picture of me shaking hands with an ambassador.
Hold it!
After that, and until my next appearance, I had some free time to wander around. But that's when I spotted the chimney. A chimney like that is a rare thing, you know. So then I wanted to play Santa and decided to give it a try. You suddenly wanted to play Santa. Oh, I actually... I dressed up as Santa once before already. That was down at Gorge Lake. I remember that. Ah, the final case, or the fourth case. Sounds like you guys share a lot of history. A perk of being a childhood friends, huh? Besides, it's not a felony to dress up and play Santa, you know? Santa doesn't go around killing people after he comes down the family chimney, after all. Actually, is it worth delving into whatever or not? Playing Santa is a big deal, or an objection? I believe in the case of this man playing Santa is actually quite a big deal. Precisely, you hit the nail on the head. Hey, Edgy, that's so incredibly mean. Tell me something, Larry. Did you know that Santa's job is to deliver presents to people all over the world? Of course I know that. I did graduate from junior high. In that case, it's your turn to tell me something. I want you to tell me whom you were delivering a present to. Oh.
Objection!
Oh, you delivered the note. That must be the most elegant description of you I've ever heard, but a lie is a lie. You sure know how to kick a guy when he's down, you know that. In case the person you wish to deliver a present onto was most certainly this. The Granny Wendy. Interesting taste you have there, Mr. Suspect. Don't spread lies about me. It ain't a lie. You sent her a letter. I totally gonna see Mr. Oldbag. Miss Oldbag is still not married? Yeah. And if I just stop right there with her bashing of a lady, well, I must admit that I, myself, hardly ever have the one to run into that lady. However, what if you're misinformed and under the wrong impression? Define wrong impression. I simply mean that the man before you thought to enter the old lady's room without knowing one very important fact. And that fact is best summed up like this. Replacement, correct?
Take that!
Take that! This is something the old lady received from her employer for the night. The girl who normally plays the Pink Princess, Mindy, was it again? It seems that this man is quite taken with that actress. But that's not true, Edgy. She's the one with the hots for me. I just know it. I can feel her sexy beam. Goodness, dude. Sexy beam, I tell you. You filthy, despicable, inconsiderate, fickle, idiotic, cowardly. A Persian. A Parathon? A Persian? Oh man, you haven't matured at all since we last met. Of course he hasn't. It's been like 1 year. Hey, prosecutor. Yes? This guy. He's got a bigger problem than just getting involved in murders, I take it. I suppose you could put it that way. Hey, what the heck, man? I don't get you guys at all. Why do you all have to make it to some sort of that guy? Return to at least this much has been made clear. Without any knowledge that Miss Mindy had fallen ill, Larry tried to make his way into the Pink Princess's room. That much we know for sure. Hey, Edgy. Looks like I've got the hang of this court thing now. But we're not in court at the moment. Shut up. I know what's going on here. It just looks like what you do in court. I guess old boy here still has something he'd like to say. Meiji says, until the root of the tongue dries, one never knows the whole truth. Alright? Then get ready to listen to me defeat Edgy in a battle of wits. Larry, have you forgotten that if I lose, your victory prize will be your arrest? Second one. Hey, someone say something. Larry, are you seriously trying to send this as not a confession but as a testimony? So what if I am? Is there something wrong with that? My claim is a claim. Claiming my claim. Do you have a problem with that? So it was you. You're my stalker. But I should warn you, it doesn't matter what kind of flattery you throw at me. I'm the devoted type of woman who's wholeheartedly focused on one man. You're such an inconsiderate, cowardly, idiotic, and all-around completely worthless man. I thought I heard some ominous just now, but perhaps it was just my imagination. I believe there's nothing further for me to prove at this point. You still have to show me some proof that I was trying to meet up with Mindy. Proof, you say? Everything is evidence in court, right? You mean evidence is everything in court, Larry? But I understand your point. So we show him the letter, right? We just have to know where to show it to. Well, I dressed up as Santa and climbed to the chimney, smoked a stick, and made me late for the speech. Then, to top it all off, I became suspect in the murder. That's what I really meant. But why would I ever put myself through so much humiliation?
Hold it!
This whole testimony is one giant confession of all the things he's done tonight. He's practically begging me to show why he bothered to put himself through all this. So you think that I wanted to go? So I climbed up to the chimney, but the smoke was really thick. It was a case of mistaken identity, and that mistake made me late for the speech. Then, to top it all off, I became a suspect in murder. But why would I ever put myself through so much humiliation on purpose? Do I show him the letter? Like, we show him this, right? We just don't know where.
Objection!
Alright. Larry, don't even think about denying that you have knowledge. Hey, why are you showing that thing to me? Wendy, I'll be descending on you from above tonight, your loving night. Wendy. He used Wendy. It says Mindy. Well, isn't that just romantic? But you weren't able to descend on her from above, were you, Mr. Loving Knight? I have no idea what we're talking about. I don't remember a thing.
Objection!
You can pretend to be ignorant all your life, but it's written right here. This letter proves that you were not out to meet the old lady, but rather that you were attempting to pay Miss Mindy a visit. What part of this letter shows that the person Larry had entered was Mindy? Right here? Your loving night.
Take that!
Take up penmanship lessons. This is if you never wish to experience this level of embarrassment ever again. What are you talking about? Speak English. You wrote Mindy so sloppily that it became Wendy to the average eye. Hey, stop picking on me. It's so embarrassing. There. Isn't that what childhood friends are for? They're the best, aren't they? For punching. But that will have to wait until we're off of this crime scene. Actually, save me from this scary man. Sure, if you're willing to make amends, starting with your incredibly embarrassing mistake. That wasn't me. Come again? It's a fake. Someone's out there. Come on, man.
Hold it! Hold it!
Alright, I should be with a sample of your handwriting. It's right here.
Take that!
This autograph and our mysterious letter, if we compare the handwriting, we'll know the answer to our question soon enough. Confess now, Larry, to your miserable failure. I'm sorry. I did it. It was me causing trouble again. I admit it. You hit the nail right on the head, Edgy. So he finally confesses. I saw Pink Princess being carried around in a stretcher and got worried, alright? I wanted to go into Mindy's room, but the doctors wouldn't let me in. So what choice did I have? It was the chimney or the bust. Your mind jumped from the door to the chimney. What a criminally overreactive imagination. At least I was honest and wrote Mindy a letter and stuck it under the door. That way, she wouldn't be so shocked when it came down through the chimney. Except for the fact that the letter was an utter failure at conveying said sentiments. I'm really, really sorry. Larry, you may be shameful, good for nothing blight of humanity. However, I always knew you weren't the killer. I told you to trust me. We lost a lot of valuable time because of you. In any case, I believe we can say that we now know exactly what happened. Larry Butts sought to climb down the chimney, not for access to the crime scene, but to enter the room of the elderly lady next door. Great job, Mr. Prosecutor. Although I still find it a bit unbelievable that the two of you are friends. But the suspicion of that guy over there isn't completely resolved yet, so don't get any funny ideas about running off, okay? What? Actually, does the Wolfman mean when he says I'm not off the hook yet? He means the murder weapon. Larry, did you forget? There are two layers of suspicion hanging over your head. But the blood-stained samurai sword that was left at the crime scene. As long as there's no satisfactory explanation for that, this wolf will refuse to ease up on his bite. He looks like he's serious about to take a bite out of me. And you should be as well, that this upcoming battle will be crucial. Thanks to the cooperation of your lovely bumper, I've been dealt a very nice hand and a sweet trump card. Looks like we're about to enter the final bout. Let's see what you got.
Hold it! Not so fast!
I was the one who found the body of the victim. Besides him was the samurai sword. Beside him was the samurai sword, glittering red and offering up a scent of blood. It was supposed to be in the samurai steel's dressing room, but I found it here. Plus, I found a murder weapon's owner, the suspect, Larry Butts, in here too.
Hold it! Not so fast! Hold it!
I suspect he beat the victim to death with that thing. Cause of death, a single stab to the neck. Body wasn't badly burnt by fire. What the fuck? He got one stab. I suspect he beat the victim to death with that. How? How is that wrong?
Hold it!
They confirmed that the blood on the sword belongs to the victim. Alright, but have they confirmed that the outline of this wound is consistent with that? Tell me something. Do you see the dead body right there in front of you? So, if they were conducting an autopsy right now, shouldn't that body not be here? I suppose so. Meaning that it's possible he still doesn't know about the piece of evidence. Anything you like to chit-chat about? No? Good. The piece of evidence is true in nature.
Objection!
Do you know what this is, Agent Lane? It's a long spear, right? We used those a lot in my country a long time ago. Piercing, mowing people down, spears are a weapon of heroes throughout history. It's the next most effective weapon after the whip. I think the whip has slightly different category. So what's your point? You're gonna tell me that the spear is the real weapon? No, I simply want you to take a look at this section here. The way it's bent? Precisely. Apparently, a certain troublemaker hit it against the wall in this embassy earlier. And as you can clearly see, the inside of the steel samurai's weapons are hollow. In other words, they're replicas that aren't strong enough to deliver a damaging blow, let alone take the multiple strikes necessary to bludgeon someone to death. And yet, there is not even one dent in the samurai sword. How do you explain that? Aiya! Yeah, the sword and the spear are made out of the same stuff, so they bend easily. But I wish they make them out of better stuff, because the spear got bent. I wasn't able to do my special early summer rain jab. Man, I got an earful from the director of the play for not doing it in the show. Still, some of my special move was changed because of him. Youch. This is for the ring. I don't have the real strategy per se, so all I can do is let the chips fall where they may. Using guesswork and taking risks is hardly the Von Karma way. It's neither smart nor clever. Miss Von Karma, as you know, unlike your father, I am not a genius prosecutor. Plus, I doubt his record of a 40-year win streak will ever be broken, because he's dead. Well, it's broken. He lost the last one, but perhaps it is for the best if it remains unbroken. It's broken! Phoenix Wright won that one. What do you mean? What year is this? For one, I should have convinced the notion to convict all defendants in the first place.
Objection!
What a foolishly foolish statement from a foolishly fool who likes to lose. It's the job of a prosecutor to make sure that all defendants are found guilty in court. There's nothing more important in the world than a perfect victory. You lost too. That may be your opinion, however, I don't believe that's all we are. As a prosecutor, what I pursue is not the perfect victory, but the perfect truth. And if that means that the bridge I must cross will crumble beneath my feet, then let it crumble as I walk towards the truth.
Knuckle back!
You're good at keeping me entertained, Mr. Prosecutor. But you know, humans are delicate creatures. The slightest bump and we expire. I'd like to consider, if you will, the possibility that the sword was used in such a way that the attack killed Master Mass 2 without bending it. What do you think of my hypothetical scenario? I think you know what to do here, right? And what you need, of course, evidence. How long do you intend to cling on to that preposterous theory? As long as I want, because we examined every corner within the walls of this embassy. There's no stone we've left unturned. And we have managed to come up with only one logical conclusion, that the only place inside this embassy with the victim's blood on it is the sword. You left no stone unturned, is that
Knuckle
correct?
back!
If you've got something to say, then say it in the only way I respect. Yes, of course. In that case, allow me to make it all very crystal clear for you. It's possible to use samurai sword to kill someone. Explain.
Hold it! Hold it!
Right. If you hit just the right spot, which is why I think it's possible to kill with this thing without leaving it dead. But we can only be sure one way or the other by seeing if the sword wound matches the sword. I know that, but as long as it's a possibility, logical
Hold it!
conclusion. But you must know that your conclusion is wrong. Given the circumstances, I mean, the only people I can trust are my subordinates, because they're a much more trustworthy bunch than you prosecutors will ever be. And you call yourself a professional? Still don't see it, do you? You have to earn my trust, and the only way to do that is to show me proof. Another possible weapon in this room. There is only one other thing left. I have other reasons as to why I think the samurai sword is the murder weapon. You're not going to get me to trust you by the power of your glitter alone. Another possible weapon. In this room, there is only one other thing left. Is thought to be what killed the masked. Other than the samurai sword, it's the sword. With blood on it. What do you mean? You can use this. Like it goes through the wall, right? It goes through the fireplace because there's a stone there. What? The butterfly knife? Maybe one of these? But what the fuck do you mean, man? There's like 10 different weapons here. How many weapons do we have in this room? There's a crossbow, there's a fucking sword. It's the only one. No, it's not. Blade has a found. Maybe he got killed with it. Dude, how many weapons are there? There's the butterfly knife. There's this alabaster knife where he could have thrown it over the fireplace. There's this knife. How many fucking weapons are there? Like how many? 1, 2, 3. Four. 5. Hot dogs.
Hold it!
Listen again.
Hold it! Not so fast!
Another possible weapon in this room. There's only one other thing. There's like 10 different weapons behind you. Look, there's a sword, there's a crossbow, there's 3 other swords. Like, what is this game talking about? But the victim's blood is only on that weapon.
Hold it!
Just gonna press him and everything. Wait, oh my. There's no other door of possibility left open. Allow me to force one for you. You gotta be fucking kidding.
Not so fast!
This is why it's bullshit. Real murder weapon.
Not so fast!
I don't appreciate mind games, but I appreciate when people like you slander them. I'm not slandering them, I assure you. I merely hinting out that has a few holes in it, namely that there's something your other men can lay a finger on. And that item is the real murder weapon. The real murder weapon killed by the mask too. What exactly is it? The real murder weapon which not a single person has yet to touch. Let's try this first.
Take that! Not so fast!
Alright, just try all the weapons.
Take that!
Try that.
Not so fast!
Alright, just get it over with. Go on, man. Just restart. Just restart. The real murder weapon.
Take that!
Try that. Pressure sure. You mean that? That's what I just. No. That's what I just pointed to, right? Alabaster knife. Yeah, that's the fucking same thing.
Not so fast!
He threw the sword over using the fireplace. International resident returned to kingdom. The two countries' precarious relations teeters in the balance over stupefy religious sovereignty statute. But I'll be damned if I let something go unexamined. If you take a look at this, the direction of the statue facing just before and after the crime are different. There's only one conclusion I can draw from that. Go look for Ambassador Alba and get him to give us the okay to examine the statue. Shifu, you can't listen to this infidel source. He is most definitely trying to trick you. Shifu, please, let's be rational about this. Just go already. Yes, sir. Shifu, yeah. I'm really sorry, but I was unable to convince the ambassador. I was unable to obtain permission for us to examine the primitives. But then the investigation is at a standstill. Agent Lang, I will go and speak with the ambassador personally. Save your breath. He may act all weak and frail, but that old man's one tough cookie. But I guess you've gotta be tough when you're representing a whole country, you know? Agent Lang, what do you want? Let's just hurry up and examine the statue already. What? But Shifu, what about causing an international incident? Quiet. I'll take the fall if I have to anyway. Agent Lang, the hypothesis is mine, so if someone is to take responsibility, let it be me. If we're going to talk about such a heavy terms, then maybe I should let you. be a real problem for my men if something were to happen to me. Alright then, let's talk and more investigating. Action must be taken. Agent Ling, I'd like to run a luminal chemiluminescence test on the statue. Luminal test. Good thinking. If the statue is a murder weapon, then some of the victim's blood should be on it. Okay, let's get the forensics team. What? Looks like you hit the jackpot. Guess this means that this is a real weapon that killed the mask too. Indeed. But I wouldn't celebrate it yet, if I were you. This doesn't let your friend off the hook. Doesn't prove that he didn't kill the mask too. So the charge remains. We are hardly done examining this statue, Agent Ling. Knowing that it is the real weapon, I believe further examination is required. You think so? Knock yourself out. Whoa. What do we have here? Dirty smudge. Fingerprint? Forensics guy, I want results on these fingerprints. Agent Ling? Analysis. The prints left the bottom of the statue. Well, you know the victim of the murder in the Babalese embassy? The prints belong to him, Manny Cochin, sir. But that's... What's going on around here? No, that's impossible. Each primitive statue can only be handled by someone of that country. But by the very fact that Mr. Cochin's fingerprints are on this one, it leads me to only one conclusion. This statue is actually Babel's primitive statue. Impossible, it can't be. Yeah. Larry never was set in the Babelese soil, so he was free to go. However, this new piece of information only served to confuse us even further. The ringleader of a smuggling ring operation was killed with an alabastrian knife in Babel, and the mask was killed in the alabastrian soil with Babel's national treasure. And the mysteries of the great thief Yatagarasu, who visited both countries. The pieces were there, but I have yet to see the big picture they were to form. Probably ran into each other. Okay, that was the second part. Jesus Christ, this one's long. March 14th, 9:21 p.m. I've left the mask to investigation to Franziska and returned to Babel. I suppose my first order of business should be to look into Babel's statue. Mr. Edgeworth? So, okay, what's the situation? It's great. Investigation is so much fun. In other words, they've made absolutely no progress. We weren't goofing off, honest, sir. We've been investigating our hearts out. Very well then. Would you care to give me an update on your investigation? Oh. We've had a really fun time, sir. I knew it. Zero progress. In any case, Detective Fumshield, yes, sir. You have permission to enter the Alabastrian Embassy, is that correct? Yep. As a local detective, I'm helping out with investigation on both sides, sir. Good. In that case, I can leave these pieces of evidence with you. They belong to the lady in the pink princess mask. The pink princess? What kind of lady was playing her, sir? The kind that was also playing the role of Pink Badger yesterday. Ah, understood, sir. If I happen to rent her, I'll give them back to her. Please do. And if I don't, then I guess I'll unload them somewhere. He doesn't seem all that enthused to go find her, but I can't blame him. Evidence that has lost their vague value given to Detective Gumshoe. Now then, I don't believe I'll be needing this anymore either. What? You're really gonna throw that autograph away? Yes, because that Steel Samurai was a fake. Steel Samurai's autograph scrunched up into a bundle. So damn, bro. You really like it that much? What do you mean by fake? Now then, I believe it's time for a little housekeeping. Unnecessary evidence has been removed, rearranged. Where are we going? Having a real time of cleaning it up after fire. This open-air stage, what function does it serve exactly? Normally, we use it for a variety of events. It's all to attract a bit of attention to Babel. I heard that tonight over in the Alabaster Rose Garden, Ambassador Alba was to give a speech. And you know what? Many told me that I really should give a speech too. Mr. Kochin told you that? Yes, he did. Which is why I thought I should give a speech of my own. But unfortunately, I wasn't able to. Because of the fire. Exactly. Ambassador Palino, I'd like to ask you a little bit more about the Primaduck statues. I see. Well, let me ask you this. Did you know that the Alabasta and Babel used to be one country? Yes. Well, Primaduck statue belonged to the founders of Codopia. At least that's how the story goes. It was bequeathed onto the king of Codopia as a symbol of the country's wealth. So it was meant as a symbol of sovereignty and the right to rule, I take it. Yes, that's right, which is why both countries were so adamant about their claim. We wrote the re-statue. Therefore, we hold the right to rule, is the reasoning. It's pretty petty when you think about it though, I suppose. But if Alabasta and Babel were to re-establish relations, shouldn't that put an end to the squabbling over the statue? I have no reason to believe so. The Primaduck statue is more important now as a key to diplomacy. I wonder if Ambassador Palino knows about what has happened to the very important key to diplomacy. Perhaps I should show him the key and see what he has to say about it. Koshin, Ambassador Palino, want to ask about, yes. Thank you, but just the one thing is all I require. Manny Koshin, I'd like to ask you about this man who was your secretary. Sure, I'll tell you what I know. Thank you for your cooperation. He was, well, an able man. If there was anything ever anything I needed as an ambassador, he was able to get it for me. To think that a man like that had a hand in a smuggling ring right under my nose, completely going unnoticed. Actually, I suppose because he was an able man, I was able to detect his dirty dealings. He had a very sharp mind. Recently, Manny had been really busy. Since I became the Babelese representative at the County Unification Council, he has been working tirelessly to cover my work for me. I'm sorry, but what is this Country Unification Council? Well, you see, had tonight's events proceeded without a hitch, our two countries were to reunify and become one again. But I guess with how things turned out, that dream won't be realized anytime soon. I suppose not. You said to present the key. This key was already stolen from your embassy some years ago. Yes, this is fascinating. Are you listening to me at all? Wow, this is really fascinating. He's so absorbed in playing with the key that my voice is failing to reach him. Ambassador Palino, if you can take a look at this for me. This belongs to Babel, so it will appear. I received a call from Ms. Von Karma about this earlier. Then you will understand why I wish to inspect Babel's Primaduck statue immediately. Because the statue currently in your country's possession, yes, well, I already inspected it myself, and it definitely is Alabasta statue. I know, because it's the real statue. And you're saying that was a replica? I'm embarrassed to say it's true, even though I knew that someday it would be exposed. I received my orders from leaders of Babel, and I was to negotiate with Ambassador Alba. Oh, which one's real? I was to negotiate with him and fix the results of the evaluation tonight to say that we cannot determine which statue was the real one. Why are you telling me this? Well, I think you should already figured it out. Our statue is just a hollow gold shell. Even if Babel were to lose face, the reunification of the country is what's important. I'm right. I don't know who's from Babel. Which country is which? Alabast. He's from Babel. If you don't know it yourself, then I won't pretend to know either. I never thought that being betrayed by your own secretary, but the real symbol of value being given to me, isn't it simply ironic? Investigation update? Hey, I got something really interesting from Ambassador Paleo. This, sir. What is that? Sort of treasure. Why does the flame burn green, detective? White crystal oil. White crystal oil. That they only make in Babel. It burns. Okay, which one's Babel again? He's from Babel. Interesting, so it's a special property of the oil. I suppose it's a ploy to force people to visit Babel should their oil run out. Hey Gummy, what about these silhouettes? They stuck some cutouts on the outside of the lantern so they project images. Oh, silhouettes. Either pretty, are they? Wait, what am I doing? I was supposed to be asking for an update. What's wrong, sir? There's something I want to ask you. Do you think you can do that much? You got it, sir. I expect the two of you. Hey, where are we going? We headed back to Alabast? Yes, but before we do, I suppose I should give you a summary of what happened. Now then, where was the Yatakarosu first spotted? I believe it was the rose garden of the Alabasta side of the embassy. Garden just on the other side of the boundary. It's where Ambassador Alba was giving a speech tonight. At least that's where I heard the Yatakarosu had appeared. In that case, I believe it's vital that I investigate the rose garden post taste. Wait, before you go, take a look at this. Guitar pick? Oh wait, I know what this is. There's a little water on it. It doesn't look like there's anything I can. Wait. I was thinking, they have concerts here at this open air stage. It's not a pick. I know exactly what this is. One more thing. Perfume? It's the bottle the woman gave that I found some years ago. I thought one day it'd be used for tracking her down. Thank you. Get Missile. Get the dog. Get the dog. Alright, is this place? use logic. Alright. Okay. What should I do? Out investigating. No progress. Let's present everything. This is from the knife. Let's present everything. Okay, we've shown him everything. Here we go now. What do you want me to do? What? Cone? That's because they're highly visible from a great distance. That's why, yeah. What is this? Back with a cement powder I stacked up here. I suppose they're for renovation. Hey, Mr. Ashworth, that was pretty good play on words there. Gummy. It's not like that, sir. Are we done? What? Huh? What are we doing? Baba Lee Secretariat. Back to this place. Whoa. You're back. Franziska. How are things in Babel? Although, I can't really say I expect much from Scruffy and that girl. The investigation into Minnie Cushion's death hasn't really progressed any. However, the investigation into Yatakarosu has. Any person who really traverses between two countries at will? Preposterous. Well, that's why I came here to investigate. Heard that this is where the witness came to have me. It's correct, Ambassador. I vow that not a single feather from the Yatagarosu shall escape my diligence. What is this? Something fell. An overturned spotlight. Audience that was waiting for the speech to start panning. I suppose that's when someone must have knocked it over. What? I see. The pool stopped filling itself automatically. The fountain spouts are set to stay open until the pool's water reaches a certain level. If this water is used to put out fires, I suppose it must be refilled to its normal level, which suggests that this pool was recently used somehow in this embassy. Auto refills and water level is too low. Bruh. Get out of here. I don't want to talk to this dude. This guy. Thanks for what you did. Yeah.
Objection!
Alright then, did you by any chance fall into the pool? Nice guess, but no dice. You know my son, right, Edgy? Your son. I guess I kinda lost him when I shook hands. Oh, the steel samurai, the baby samurai. How old is he? Yeah, how old is he again?
Hold it!
This is the first I've heard of a son. Who exactly is the mother? The steel samurai, right? The baby samurai. The pink prince. This fun karma. I was a bit confused by this man's words for a bit there. However, I believe what he's looking for is the doll of the Iron Infant. Yep. Larry, we have not seen hide nor hair of Iron Infant, but rest assured that if we find him, we'll let you know. Hey, wait. Alright. Layer. Yatagarosu, right? Yeah, I saw the thief alright with my own two eyes. Yatagarosu was always there, lurking in the shadow. Spotlights turned on, shadow appeared. That's when the cries of its Yatagarosu rang out. The next second, spotlight went on, and by the time we got into the area late again, the theft thief has vanished. He tripped over. Wait. We found out that the reason lights went out was because someone had unplugged the extension. Whether it was someone doing it on purpose or simply guests who had tripped over, we don't know. So you're saying that basically you saw the thief's silhouette?
Objection!
Yes. Dude, that's what you saw as a shadow. The shadow belonged to someone else. Good thinking, sis. Someone else's shadow. That sounds like a plausible hypothesis. I believe I figured out its true origin. Now, let's see what you know on the subject. One of the statues, probably? The statue, probably.
Take that!
It's not possible to explain by the statue. The statue bears no resemblance to the shadow. You're correct, however. The statue is but one part of the whole picture. What do you mean by one part? What is the other real form?
Take
The
that!
other statue. It's another statue. Made from shadows of two statues. Made? What do you mean? Right now the spots are all over the place. They were moved when the best guests were in panic state. You believe that two shadows will create Yatagara's shadow? Precisely. Now then, watch our real true form. Do I get to play the puzzle game? The shadow of the statue would appear backstage. Likewise, we set up the light. The queen who spoke of love, the king primitive. Silhouette. So for we combine these two shadows. It looks nothing like the Yatagara's shadow. Ashworth, how do you explain this grotesque shape? Calm down, Francisca. The way the light needs to be shown on the queen's statue is wrong. Just play the game for me. Just play the game for me. The hand.
Take that!
5 long, thin areas. What does that remind you of? That's right, the left hand. Just play the game for me. Doesn't even look like fingers. That's exactly the shadow I saw. The culprit must have changed the spotlight's positioning beforehand and then pulled the plug after people saw what the culprit wanted to see. Their panic, the guest must have moved the spotlights around, which we can assume was part of the culprit's plan. By the time the lights came back on, Yatagara's shadow had vanished. Yay. Detective Bab, I've come to join this investigation. What have you found out? Piece of evidence. May I see it? Sure, but you might regret it. So if you please. Interesting picture. A journalist would actually she's a freelance cameraman. This is a photo I got from her. What in the world? Flying through air. Not just man. Evidence. What was this photo taken? Right after fire, 4th and 5th floors were put out. Was taken from a nearby building that can see the embassy from. Caught after the fire. Took off from the Babalu's embassy. This is simply not possible. People are incapable of flight. Is that effect? That's not even a human, bro. Pleasure of living with a case for a person that was. Across the case like that, too, actually. This could be behind the photograph. Does this guy return to the back and investigate for a bit? Alright. The Babel investigation. Welcome back. Yes. Haven't found Minnie's killer yet. I'm terribly sorry, but I haven't found his killer. Then I guess his murder really was the work of the Yatagarasu. Let's get one thing straight. It was the work of the fake Yatagarasu. Please don't make such a favor. There's anything I do for you. All I have to do is ask. Will you allow us to take another look around? Sure, if we're going to investigate. Also, there are a few questions I'd like to ask you personally. If we're going to as well. Thank you. You're a total gentleman. Those two sure go on. It's easy to investigate. Where shall we begin? Now we start by comparing the statue of the room before and after the fire. We don't know that yet. We'll start to believe later for more to keep the stones and yours was found here. So perhaps Bob Dalton is definitely Kimchi's killer. But again, we don't know that. I just missed out that bit. There could be mysteries to those songs. The mystery I received. Most mysterious photo. Uncle Bad, take him to heart. Yes, he had been chasing after me. Uncle Bad, now well, it's a person uncle that's been not chasing the fake covers of all this could be the person escaped. They weren't saying anything about it. And he's not Dwaddle anymore. I'm thinking we're investigating. Everything kind of up there's the ink.
Hold it!
Ambassador, what do you mean by that? What did he say? Seal isn't broken. The fire finally kept into the bottle to burn up the ink. What you mean? Or this means that the photo was taken just after the first fire was put out. Photo taken after the first fire, 4th and 5th floors taking place. Most the extent of the damage in the second fire contained to this. The second fire contained this floor, the 3rd floor, leftover embers, fires were above the house. A very bad stroke of luck. Manny himself, all gone in the blink of an eye. Oops, look at me. You want to ask again? We're discussing what your actions were.
Hold it!
My morning activities. Supposed to meet, shake hands, but my office is currently undergoing renovations, which is why both my big statue and the Battler's knife are down here. I see. But the tiding didn't take much really. We just burned some of the files we no longer needed, expired coupons in the fireplace, and picking up the fireplace has been a real pain in the butt. About that, I kind of forgot to clean the ashes out. I guess I creeped.
Hold it!
Ambassador, like yourself. This one perceiving the end of Secretary's anger. Oh, it was very good to me. Spilled Babylon's ink on the back wall while burning files and fireplace left ashes there. There was a commemorative photo op. Let me see. It was a fantastic photo. There was Ambassador Alba sticks on it myself. Photoshop back to the office before. Repair for change of photo op which ninja. Rather overworked for an ambassador. When I got to my office, I was in the first floor down. I escaped downstairs. My office was completely destroyed, but thankfully no one was hurt. I met a great way from the first time. My legs could carry me. But during the second one, I patient and helped the embassy staff put it out. So you're doing some resolution after the end of the start of the samurai show. Yes, I was right next time I saw him. He was lying there in eternal sleep. I say, Ambassador Bellinor, I thank you for your help. Sorry, I couldn't be more of assistance. If there's anything else, please don't hesitate to ask, alright? Coach is saying, I wonder if you might tell me what you might notice about Coach's bottle of ink. Right now, but during the second fire, Manny was worried about his office. He came running back in. I called him out. I received no reply. I used my spirit key to open the door. But when I did, I was greeted by roaring green flames. The flames were so big, I was able to see through them. The fire was green. Was that the cause? Well, what crystal oil burns green? It's lit, as you can already see by December. That was ink is made with the same oils, means that it was also very green. You know? I too had thought it was many ink that had caught on fire, so that's why I was surprised to find out there was still bubble of ink. The case of perplexing green flames left a mystery. What exactly was it caught on fire here? But I'm tired.
Hold it!
Everybody looking good? Oh, wait, water. There's water there. Wonderful. We should take a look. Wait a minute. Notepad. Another souvenir from somewhere. Pen. That's a sturdy desk. I have to do something, right? It kind of looks like that one instruction. This thing.
Eureka!
The shape of this notepad matches the shape of this notebook we found. You're right, what is it? It's like straight out of Monument Valley. Yes, Notepad is a souvenir from somewhere in the country. We've been collecting a book this thing, you see. You do seem to be quite passionate about it. My souvenir, I'd love to show it to you. Are you sure they haven't been burnt to crisp? This is like Manny's handwriting. I see in that case. Did you figure out something? No, it was found in Alabaster. It was found during the family grasp by the murdered Damask too. This note, yes, was a request from Mr. Koshin for Damask to steal the primitive statue. What? Manny tried to steal the Alabaster primitive statue? I'll have to ask Detective Gumshoe later to run the analysis. I can't believe that Manny would even think of doing something like that. Do you have an idea as to why he would have requested the theft? There is one possibility, but mind you, it's just my personal speculation. Anything you tell me would be great help. Oh. Alright, tell me. Child from the nest. I believe that you said you might have an idea as to why Mr. Coach hired the nest too. I fear it may be my fault. I was telling you earlier, I determined which statue was real and the purpose of today's event. Got canceled. Yes. For you see, Babel's statue. Well, it's just a replica. And did Mr. Coach know about Babel's primitive statue? Of course he knew. That's why he was the only person I consulted with. We have to do something once our statue is revealed as a replica. I was very nervous today, as this would impact our country's authority. Understood. I told him any of my concerns. He said, let me handle it, and it'll be alright. I'll find a way to make sure you're the ambassador of the reunited Coedopia. At the time, I thought he was trying to show me up. But when I saw that note, I realized he was serious.
Hold it!
Mr. Goshen conducted a lot of business behind your back. I assume he did it to ensure you're the next Coedopia. I'm trying to remember. He was much better at getting things done than I will be. I don't have an answer to why he was trying so hard, but this is an ulterior motive in mind beyond his kindness. Oh, here you are, Mr. Edgewood. What you need? What you got? Yep, got it right here. Are you okay? What is this, Gummy? Information on this room that I got from the MC and Nurgle people. We know exactly how this room was before and after the fire. Oh, little thief.
Hold it!
Little thief. Mr. Thief.
Hold it!
Just do that. There are other things besides what the ambassador mentioned have changed. It's possible we might find the escape route case saw used as well. Oh, what is this? There was also fire. Grandfather's clock. The fire damages internal mechanisms or something. That's really inside the clock. Like inside the clock. Yes, sir, on it. Ashworth, I found this inside, sir. Ah, that's the flying human. Yeah. Which fire-related evidence burns the same color as the stain? Which fire-related piece?
Take that!
This is the thing that made workers oil that Mr. What? We know that there's only one other thing. This is the thing that made from. This is the thing made from. I don't know what I was mistaken about. That's the fire I was thinking of too. The ink, right?
Take that!
Probably ink. However, we know that Mr. Koshin was smuggling the ink. Now, what do you suppose he made using all that ink? Yeah, I'm beginning to get energy. What appeared and I really found it. The smuggling ring's real cool. You know, this thing, what is the source of the ring flames? It's the money.
Take that!
Counterfeit bills. What would consume that great of a volume of ink to make? That would be the counterfeit bills. You're kidding. You're saying that it was Mr. Potion who made counterfeit bills? I am. He stole Babble's printing press. Ambassador Mr. Koshin had permission to freely use the printing press, correct? Yes, I don't remember using it in the middle of the night, but never did I think he was using it for such a foul deed. That's right, because you're a securities crime, you will need to be investigated as well. Yes, I suppose so. We've caused a bit of trouble for your countries, haven't we? It's my duty to search for all who shielded Mr. Koshin because he this crime. For they're the ones who started the fire in order to destroy the evidence. Babble is really pushing the terrorism. Did I see terrorism? Did I just see terrorism, or was it tourism? How did I misread that? So, you took part in the initial Babel investigation. Yep, sure did. Hope you put out both fires, but the fire took the house and Hold it. Wait, that's odd. We always warn our staff in case a fire is dangerous to use the elevator. Huh? Hope someone wrote it. The second fire broke out and the time takers were spotted at the
Hold it!
No one was able to get a good look at Yatahara Sue and their Babel. Yeah, all they saw was a mysterious person wearing a long coat. It's not enough to make a positive ID, you know. Still, it was enough to make the people who received a card panic even more. Sounds exactly the same person I saw. Yatahara Sue that appeared and Alabas was proven to be just a fabrication. In light of the fact that there was no appearance, we can't be serious. What you saw right away, Detective, what information is everybody for us? Yeah, I did. Embassy is huge, it got separated. I was with lost for a while. Oh, just before I got to this room, I saw her coming out of the room next door. She was in the room next to Office until she tried to arrest her. Chasing the other guards herself, she apparently helped in putting out the first fire. During the second fire, there's something I'd like to ask you about. Yes. About this office, very similar. The location of its fireplace, position of the grandfather clock. That's right. You've also had a visit to past east side. Used to be one. Yes, I know the pamphlet mentioned that. Which is why the building is bilaterally symmetrical. So no matter which room the location of the fireplace, the art location is the same. As my room is currently under renovation, we work hard to make Manny's room look like the ambassador's office. That's right. I mean, what's a photo like that worth if it's not taken in the ambassador's office, right? Yet another odd expression of thank you, Ambassador. That piece of information is all I need to connect the dots. What's a photo like that worth if it's not taken in? Connect the dots. Well, I'm glad I was able to help. I'm done, right? Project time. So there must be the other room on the other side as well. Yeah, that's inside. The building is symmetrical as we know in fact, and this room's fireplace may also hide a secret passageway. In Alabama's fireplace turned out to have a revolving back wall. It sounds like something out of a ninja house. There was a trick. What? Embassy holds that kind of secret? It seems to be a lot in this room that you don't even know about. Guess it's time to pay the bills for letting Manny do so much work for me. Real Manny. What are you waiting for? Let's get to the bottom of this. Agreed. And my first thought is it's likely the killer used a revolving fireplace. Press the X.
Hold it!
You scared me, sir. There's something about this fireplace that lies contradiction. We found an X. We did, but that's not what I was referring to. Something is missing.
Hold it!
Alright, anything else?
Eureka!
Master, you said you burned some old fires in this fireplace today, correct? Yes. You forgot to clean out the ashes, correct? That's right, why are you asking? I'm sorry, I admit I'm a bit intimidating when I'm serious. In any case, to go in the fireplace. Oh, where did the ashes go? Logic time. Let's see what happens. Someone cleaned it out. The reason why the ashes are missing are simple. It's not because someone cleaned them. No, because someone did sweep them up. Maybe everything got flipped. Did sweep them up. The fireplace is too clean for that. Ambassador Paladin said to spill some of the Beverly single he was wearing the flowers, and yet there's not a trace of the spilled ink on the back of the wall anywhere. flip it. Two sides were switched. By using the revolving fireplace, the ashes were moved to the neighboring room, which means that is clear indication that fireplace was used. Then you mean the person I was chasing disappeared through this room? Yes, I believe it was due to this. After committing the murder, escaped through the fireplace. Wow, you figured that out. The killer's escape route. Now we have to chase the killer down. She was in the room next to Kochin's office up until the trial. He was killed. She must have seen it. If the killer uses fire has returned to escape the next part, then it's only logical for us to talk with the person who was in the neighboring room. Sheena. And she arrested Kay. She blamed Kay for that. It's more and more like Sheena is the killer, isn't it? Let's not jump to conclusions yet. We need to go through what we know so far. Came running straight into the room. The next one instantly accused you. She claimed that it could only have been you that killed Mr. Kochin. I don't have any proof yet, but I know she is hiding something from us. Okay, now why don't we go ask Sheena herself?
Hold it!
There's something that needs to be done for gumption, sir. Yes. 2-part specialist line. I need you to run a handwriting analysis. Okay. Second, see if you can fit through the revolving fire. Him? No, next decade. Of course now. We need to test our hypothesis first, don't we? Alright. I'm gonna do it like a real man. Here I go. You shouldn't need to psych yourself that much. No one's side really did turn. That's so neat. I can try going through it too. The ashes really was pushed to the other room. Furthermore, the Babylon you spilled, Ambassador, is there on the back wall.
Hold it!
Detective, go through under the same conditions as the killer. But then all the ash and stuff. Your point is, we're short in time. If you could please hurry through. The number of pieces connected in a very complicated way in this case is almost enough to make one completely mental exhaust. What are you saying? I thought you were the one who said it's easy if you follow the leads. Yes, back with that, then we show off your fancy smash your love reduction to show off. I can see that. Good work. Your jacket is gotten quite filthy. I see the hem has practically turned black. Thanks, you did a fine job. I'll even pay the cleaning bill for the trench coat. What? No, sir, I can never. It's my old go, sir. I'll explain to you later. I know you deal with the handwriting analysis. Yes, sir. Damn, that was fucking long. That was fucking long, man. Alright, I'm done for now.